Hello, good morning, guys. I'm going to talk about this pump and dump scheme that we have right here. Is it a pump and dump scheme? I mean, look, the chart certainly looks like it. Should we be worried? And how is it that the likes of A16Z and FTX, right, two of the biggest VC funds in crypto, I'm going to tell you more about A16Z, they got it wrong massively. And now we're ending up with this chart here. Looks like a pump and dump. Let's find out. This is the scandal about Aptos and how it might be affecting the way forward for crypto and VC funding. So what we're going to do is jump straight into it. Obviously, as you can see, this is the chart. I'm on the hourly here, guys. Didn't even happen that long ago. This was just yesterday. Okay, and I'm going to bring it down maybe to the 15 so we can really investigate what on earth went on. Let me just do this. And again, even still, you can see within even the first 15 minutes, I'm gonna bring this down to the 1 minute, guys, because I feel as though we need an instant. Was this a pump and dump? And if so, who was responsible? This is gonna take me forever. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So zoom in on this. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Huge amounts of volume, as you see here. Massive selling pressure. I mean, to be honest, it's just continuous selling pressure, as you see, as soon as the airdrop happened. So what happened? What is Aptos? Aptos, let me tell you about this. It was a coin that was released yesterday onto a number of different exchanges. What does it do? It's a layer one solution. In coin market cap, we can just see that they don't say anything about it. So what we're going to do is we'll head to the website. But just quickly, guys, yesterday it got listed on a ton of exchanges. This is fantastic, right? Okay, so surely now everyone can buy it. The price is going to go up. Now that it's on Binance, I want to buy it. It's backed by people who used to work at Meta. It's backed by FTX. It's backed by A16Z. That sounds fantastic. So former Meta employees promised that extremely fast transaction speeds. It's not really living up to those brisk expectations on the first day. Layer one solution, fast transaction speeds, 160,000 per second, far above Solana's advertised 65,000. Now, just in case you guys don't know, who are A16Z, one of the best VC companies in the world. Quick background, they've exited on IPO on the likes of Accolade, Affirm, Airbnb, Asana, Facebook, Lyft, Pinterest, Robinhood, Coinbase, Roblox, Slack. You guys know a lot about these companies. And then, there was these different companies that have been bought by Coinbase, bought by Microsoft, DuPont, everyone. So these are one of the best VC funds in the game. And when they partner with FTX and Binance on something, you think this crypto project is going to be amazing. So here is the project itself, committed to developing products and applications on the Aptos blockchain that redefine the Web3 user experience. Well, that all sounds kind of good. And we can have a look at the white paper, as you see here. But to be honest, guys, this is the key part, a safe, scalable, and upgradable Web3 infrastructure. They said all of the right words. They did all of the right things. They raised all of the right money and had the right partners. They had some of the best developers, but it just wasn't enough. So we see here, Aptos trading set to go live. And this, I will say, guys, is from before the launch, because I wanted to see what was the sentiment around it. And is there anything that we can learn? Aptos trading set to go live. Here's why traders may be lining up to short it. So there was already a little bit of skepticism. And so what is this skepticism? Why do we need to know this for future projects if you're going to get into anything, right? Okay, so I've been through this. Meta came from the defunct DM project. Anyway, launched its mainnet. Sounds fantastic. And then, as you see here, it got listed. Sounds fantastic. I will say, what is upcoming? We do have a listing tomorrow. Femex. Is is that going to be like more downside pressure? I don't really know. But anyway, so Binance FTX and OKX have said that they launched perpetual contracts for APT just an hour after the token started trading. This is where the problems begin, guys. I don't think that the problems so much were from A16Z. I was going to say the investors, but Binance and FTX are investors. And Binance FTX and OKX, they launch perpetual contracts afterwards, which basically means you can short. You can short it as much as you want. And this is where the issues came. Okay. So one of the biggest sticking points that has been the projects that had that one of the biggest sticking points has been that the project's team waited as long as it did to release information about token distribution. And this is where everyone got their hair, in a mess. And they're all, very, very mad, okay? Because it's already been leaked online. But once the news got announced, that 51% of the initial 1 billion APT supply is sitting with VCs and another 190 million APIT core developers. It's basically like, okay, we built this, we're going to keep most of it. And so as an external investor, you're not really ever going to be able to like pump that because these guys, they've been in since the beginning. And what are they going to do? If you've been in the project, as soon as it goes live, and this is what a lot of people talk about from the transition of, a decentralized exchange, like, I don't know, why can't I think of any decentralized exchanges? You know what I mean, a decentralized exchange. Now, if going from one of those onto a centralized exchange like Binance, when a project newly lists, often, there's a saying in the crypto space, that you are providing the exit liquidity for the early investors. And this is the stigma that really got to this. It was like a cancer that ate away at any potential profits. So we all know most of the coins are going to the VC guys, the ones who want to cash out and make a profit. Okay. Hence this. Hence, yeah, very much. Hence, very much. Hence. I like this little dinosaur the trading view do. It's kind of cool. But anyway, with all the negative sentiment around APT and its tokenomics, open interest in options contracts that bet against the fledgling token could become a real-time indicator of how many people are either expecting or rooting for the project to fail. Typically, if you're trading, you can't short, you can't borrow shares to then sell them. Okay. And so what has happened is Aptos asked major exchanges not to list perpetual contracts within 2 weeks. Give it a chance, guys, they said. But Binance announced that APT USDT perpetual contracts will be listed on October 19th, the same day that it gets listed on the exchange. And FTX and OKX did exactly the same thing. And so, I mean, we can go through some of the tokenomics, but this is the key issue here. Then core contributors, they get 19%, foundation 16. There's an awful lot of money that goes into people who are essentially wanting to get out of the token. And then that led to obviously this massive 40% drop, which is absolutely crazy. And so this is why we're here. The lesson that we can really take away from here, guys, and look, I like how much it jumped so quickly, so much volatility. There's not even candles. Like what is that? But it jumped very, very high. As you saw, let's go back onto the 5 minute. We did have this massive spike. So there was a spike up, from the entry at, I don't think it was like $8 or so it launched. It did then jump up to 18. So there was a bit of interest, but ultimately the people who were providing the exit liquidity were those people who were excited that it had finally been listed on the likes of Binance, FTX, etc. So you tell me, are you going to be getting in when Femex drop the spot pair? Because spot doesn't really do anything for us. We want perpetuals. We want to be able to short this thing. This is just a lesson, guys, in looking at tokenomics. You need to see how much is going to who, and are they going to want to get out? Is a VC fund wanting to get out? I mean, the answer is yes, because we can look at this. A lot of their biggest holdings, Affirm, Airbnb, Box, Boku, Facebook, Asana, these are all companies that we know. Groupon, as soon as it goes public, they're like, okay, I'm done. See you later. Of course, they don't want to be in it. They've invested from the the foundation. They've built it up, and their whole goal is making money. So when you've got such a controlling interest and people holding that many tokens, it's game over from the start, guys. Unfortunately, I don't see too much of a future for these guys in the near term. I don't know. Let me know if you do think that there is. Crypto investors said that's why we need some type of regulations because of projects like this. Exactly. It does leave us very exposed to having these rug pulls, which is it just can happen, and it is happening. Especially when you have the likes of it's hard to obviously dox a team. You would think being backed by A16Z would be enough. But when people are launching NFTs tokens or just they build something on the Binance Smart Chain and then they own 80% of the tokens, and as soon as it pumps, they just jump out. It happens so often, guys. Regulation would help this. I don't know. Would you guys be happy about regulation? Drop a comment down below. If you like the video, make sure that you click the like button, and obviously subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you very much, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. See you later.